after leaving BIT in telco, before he decided to go to England and then came to Toronto. Here he chose to become a teacher in mathematics, which he finished a brilliant career, and he retired 3 years ago. And now he has taken up a lot of philanthropic work besides carrying out the business, which is to dig a lot of wells in India, in rural towns in Orissa, and he has been very instrumental in other social work. Of course, he goes to India every year.
Rishi Kumar from Bloomfield, USA. Rishi is a young lad, he's from Bombay, but I know, and he's been in the US for some number of years. Welcome to SF, Rishi. I know that you have been helping us in designing Mail Milap and other initial newsletters. Thanks for joining us. Lakshmi Gupta and his wife.
How about from ladies, some more from ladies?
Yeah.
Some social events like dancing.
Yeah.
Social events. We need to have some social events. What? Dancing.
Okay.
Go on writing it.
Social events. Yeah.
Social events.
At the time, I mean, when the meeting was taking place, a lot of the youth didn't even know what was going on, what was it all about. And the parents knew everything. But because of the, I guess, lack of communication, because people are not together, we couldn't get the message across. So one main thing is that we would like to have our own scribble sort of thing. I mean, the parents can obviously receive the newsletter, but I mean, if we can send it directly to the youth in their name and their address, I mean, that would be easier for them.
I have two points. Number one, duplicate sent to you. Because there's a you can create a page or two to use, right? You cannot have thermal P means to, publish two.
Yeah.
So you can have everything in one. Whether you listen to your own, or you can duplicate according to your wishes.
In this culture, they don't know any. And talk about networking, another very important issue. Sorry about that.
I shall start by getting into the brief history about how we started this Overseas Friends of Samaj. I think the talk was on for quite some time, and essentially last Memorial Day weekend, I visited Dr. Biren Prasad. I met him, and that was the first time I heard of it. And he had this definite gleam in his eye. He was all excited about it. And he basically sold the whole thing to me. He said, Rishi, we should go for it. And I said, well, yes, it sounds like a very good idea. I was not very excited about it, because I've been in Bombay all my life. I've not really met a whole lot of Biharis as such, because in Bombay we don't have a whole lot of Biharis. So it was a very interesting thing, but I was not sold to it completely. Dr. Biren Prasad did a very good job of convincing. And then finally we started working on the newsletter. That was the first step towards formation of the whole Samaj. Now, in the formation, we had a couple of things, like what would the name be? And we collectively came up with the name, which is, Mail Milap. So, the reason for it is because essentially one of the driving forces for this Overseas Friends of Samaj was that we should try to generate more friendship, I guess. That was the underlying fact. Have fun, as Mr. L.P. Gupta has said. We always we are social people, we like to have more friends. And that was the basic driving force for me too, in trying to get into this. I like to have a lot of friends, and I like to mingle with a lot of people. And that really drove me on to do it. So, and now let me talk about the slogan, the Bade Saath Saath. Now this is essentially the next step to it, which is networking. Basically what we need to do is, we need to have a lot of friends, and we can use each other in trying to progress in society and in life. I think overall we can survive on our own very well, but we can definitely do much better if we have a lot of contacts, if we can network properly. Like for instance, let me talk about jobs. Currently if you have read any statistics, I think 70% of all the jobs in the US market or Canadian market are taken away by networking. So they don't even advertise those jobs. Essentially people who come forward and their friends, relatives, etc. That is how the jobs get taken away. So this is one area we can definitely see the importance of networking. Now, like, this is not really regarding getting jobs, it's also businessmen, I mean, industrialists. They might like to have more contacts because it's good for their business. Like, for instance, even schooling, even that would be helpful. Like, essentially it can cater to our real world needs, that's what I'm saying. Let me read a gist of the speech which Dr. Brain Prasad has written. So that'll give you a much better feel of it, I guess. In the world today, things are constantly changing. It is very difficult, almost impossible for an individual to keep up with these changes all by themselves. Knowledge is an ocean, and the time to understand every nook of the ocean is beyond our capabilities, unless the world comes together. Coming together means communicating and reaching out to the people, knowing them, learning all we can learn from them, and teaching them whatever little we can. Networking is an ideal vehicle to do this. There are numerous extrinsic forces that are attracting us like power magnets, all the negative ones you can think of. This is a war. We cannot win this war alone by ourselves. The most natural way known to mankind to overcome this is through networking. We have to definitely merge our ideas, our intellects, and build on each other's strengths. With time, we definitely have to change ourselves and let ourselves open to more alien ideas. We must be prepared to perceive things and view matters as others see it. This will make our lives more fulfilling and more meaningful. There is the story of the stream which flowed down the mountains, and it was too proud and egoistic. So when it met the river and the sea, it did not want to become one with them, and hotly it moved on until it met the desert. The desert soaked every drop of the stream until there was no trace of it. It was then that the stream realized its foolishness, and so it asked the wind to absorb every drop of itself in the form of water vapor and poured it into the sea. The wind granted the stream's wish, and the small stream turned into a mighty sea. Similarly, even we should try to become one with the sea of society, because no desert can swallow the sea, but if we are all alone, we will perish just like the stream. So, I guess all of us Biharis should definitely stay together. Thank you.
Any more suggestions? New York? New York?
Which is the cancer?
There you go.
Give us 2 more names from youth groups to run and help male Milan. I need 2 names. I got 1 name.
You're gonna have 1 girl. You're gonna have 1 of them girls.
Okay?
And I'm Nita.
We have Arun there. We need 1 more person. So, Nita, can we take you? No, I'm done. You would be there. Okay. So we have Nita assisting Rishi Kumar and Arun assisting Rishi Kumar in Male Milan. Right, Rishi? Get up. Young man, bade saath saath, that's the slogan, and we should all join together and we should grow together. Yeah. Now, the directives, we chose.
खाना खाइए please.
कहाँ पर है हम लोग?